Welcome to another edition of our Facebook Live. Today we are going to give you an update of what happened during the member engagement exercise. My name is Alice Opoku-Ajimai and I'm here with
Akakbo Victor Eden. So today we are going to be talking about what happened in the northern, northeast and the Savannah regions of Ghana. As to what we did in the last Facebook session, we talked about the upcoming data collection and member engagement exercise that would happen in the various regions. And then today we are going to give you a recap as to with the member engagement sessions, what really transpired and how members engaged with us during the member engagement session.
Okay, so aside the member engagement session, we also discussed the data collection exercise in our previous sections. So today, the key importance or the key objectives why the board directed that the Secretariat go on this member engagement exercise is to, one, create awareness of the scheme and the Secretariat. Also, we tend to foster strong relationship between members and their key stakeholders. Also, we intend to improve on member efficiency. When we talk of efficiency, members should understand our processes when they call the Secretariat. Also, we educated members on the 3-tier pension scheme and the GESOPS self-service platform. So, Eden, let's have a fair idea of the members' reception when we went to the regions.
Before we talk about the reception, I want to use this opportunity for those who are joining us to kindly share the link with their various colleagues as well, so that they can also join this particular session and understand some of the things or some of the questions that some of the members asked during the interactions we did have with them, the various questions that they asked, and then the various things that we can be able to do to help them make a good impact to their tier 2. With the reception, it was very good. The members were very welcoming. But Alice, how was your reception during
Yes, so I would say members were really dedicated and were really ready to learn about their tier 2 pension. Also, they were also eager to understand the 3-tier pension scheme in Ghana. When we talk of timeliness, members were really on time. They ensured they at the appropriate time in order for them to benefit from all the presentation that we have for them. Adam, do you have anything to add?
Yes, the questions were very insightful. I mean, some of the members were very thrilled to see us. They also did not understand why we would always be in Accra and whatnot, but they trooped in. They asked very, very amazing questions. Some of the questions were a bit different or off the tier 2, but once we talked about the tier 2 and they got to understand it, they really appreciated the effort that we took in coming to them all the way from Accra, going to the northern, the northeast and the Savannah regions of Ghana to be able to involve them as to what transpired or goes into their tier 2. It was quite amazing. And then Alice, with some of the questions, what are some of the questions that they asked?
So I would say the member engagement exercise, previously members were asking aggressive questions.
Wow.
They didn't understand the tier 2. Also, they wanted to, formally when we engaged them, they asked series of questions because they don't see their tier 2 statements. Some of the questions are always off-board, like, let me use that word, off-board. Okay. But then now I think members now understand the tier 2. They now receive statements from GESOPS and they are happy with that. So now the question answering has diverted from how do you invest our funds, what are you using our funds for? They now ask questions like, can we use our tier 2 benefits for a mortgage facility?
Okay.
Can we also use it for a loan? But simply the act stated clearly how the tier 2 funds should be managed.
Okay.
So when it comes to mortgage, members have the opportunity to use their tier 2 benefits to secure a mortgage loan for their first building. Okay. So when in terms of their first building, GESOPS will not look for the company for you.
Yeah.
that one, you have to go out there, look for the financial institution who is ready to accept your Tier 2 benefits. Then they are going to contact us. We take them through the process. Then you can have your dream house.
Okay.
Also, when it comes to loans, Tier 2 benefits don't allow them to, the Act don't allow them to use their Tier 2 benefits for loans. So the Act stated clearly. So with this, there is nothing GESOPS can do.
Okay.
Then also, I think Adam will come in with some of the other questions. That's how they can access their benefits when they are going on retirement.
Okay, but before I go there, again, I would want to advise members, those who are joining us, to share the link so that they can be able to join this session, because it's going to be quite interactive. And if you have any questions as well, this is an opportunity for you to type in the question on the comment section, and then we would best read out your question and answer them appropriately. Okay, so Alice, once I'm with GS and then I leave GS, how can I access my funds? Do I have to go on retirement before I can access it, or I can come to GESOPS and then take my funds?
Yes, so unfortunately the Act stated clearly how one can have access to the funds. So to have access to the funds, we have benefit type. We have voluntary and mandatory retirement, we have death or survival benefits, and we have invalidity benefits. So for one to qualify or one to fall under the voluntary or mandatory retirement, you have to get to age 55 years to 60 years. 55 for voluntary retirement and 60 for mandatory retirement. So when you get to the retirement age, your employer will notify you. You contact GESOPS, we take you through this process, then you can have access to your funds. Also, the death or survival benefit is when a member is deceased. The beneficiaries can come for the funds on behalf of the members. Then we have the invalidity benefit. So in case somebody is in active service and the member, due to certain illness, the member cannot continue working, you have the opportunity to come for your funds. Also, when you leave GES to another institution, you can transfer your funds from GESOPS to the new trustee that your employer is going to pay to. The same way when you come from another institution to GESOPS, you can also transfer your funds into the scheme. So the advice we always give members as a secretariat is, we tell them that they should try and put all their funds to one place so that upon retirement, they wouldn't have to go through stress, go to this company and go and file a claim, go to this company and file a claim. So we always advise members that try and put your funds into the trustee that you think that you'll be retiring on. Also, one cannot do partial withdrawal since the Act has stated clearly the types of benefits that you have to fall under. So Tier 2 don't allow partial withdrawal. But there is another wing to it, that's the Tier 3. It allows members to do partial withdrawal, which we entreat members to sign on their Tier 3. If you want to join the Tier 3, GESOPS is only managing Tier 2. So if you want to join the Tier 3, we advise you that contact your union executives. If they have started it, they will take you through the process so that you can sign on the Tier 2, the Tier 3 pension. Also, there has been questions like, can I update my biodata? Which I'll let Adam answer this question.
Okay. So with regards to your biodata, we take your information as a GS worker from GS. So then, GS is responsible for providing GESOPS with member data. So with regards to your names and your dates of birth, GESOPS as an institution cannot make changes to that. As your employer, that is GS that makes changes to that. But if you're a member and you decide to update your telephone numbers or your email address or even your beneficiaries, you can do so with GESOPS. With your telephone numbers or your email address, you can call us on 050 15 16 974. And the number again is 050 15 16 974. For members who would also want to get access to GESOPS for any information whatsoever as well, you can also call us on 059 69 21135. And the telephone number again is 059 69 21135. For those who are joining us or who just joined us, please, I would advise you to also share the link as well with your various colleagues so that they can also join today's session and get an in-depth understanding of some of the questions that were asked, some of the contributions that members gave. And if you have any questions whatsoever, you can as well type in the comment section. We are going to read it out and we are going to answer all your questions appropriately. So, Alice, I want to find out from you, as a GES worker, if I leave GES, can I come for my tier 2? Can I come? Is there any process that I need to come, provide the documents that you need, and then my tier 2 you pay to my bank account? Is that possible?
Yeah, so unfortunately, when it comes to funds transfer, funds are not paid into members' accounts. It is paid into the new trustees' account.
Okay.
So we don't give physical cash when in terms of members moving from one institution to the other.
Okay.
We wish we would be given the opportunity to do that. Because believe me, if I have a project ongoing and I know I have my tier 2 contribution somewhere, and I'm asked to go and fill in a funds transfer and they've given me the cash, I'll just go and use it to complete the project. So the Act don't allow us to have physical access to the cash only when we go on retirement. That is when the payment will be done into your bank account.
Okay.
Also, I would advise you to click on the link tree below and follow our social media handles.
Okay.
Yeah. So members also do ask questions like, I don't get my statement, because GESOPS have been sending statements to members every quarter. So if you don't get your statement from GESOPS, it means we don't have your phone number in our system. So the only way is to just contact us. We are going to take you through the process and we are going to update your phone number accordingly. So in terms of attendance, I would say North, Northeast and Savannah region really did well.
Oh, wow, that's impressive.
On a percentage base, we achieved 91%.
Wow,
as compared to 2023 and 2021, we are still within the percentage, which is quite good. So Northern region, we say ayuko to you. we hope that when we come next year or the next year, you would also come and join us so that we would be able to educate you more.
Okay.
Also, there have been various projects that are ongoing.
Yes, like
the data collection exercise, which we mentioned or we discussed it in our previous Facebook Live, which was last month. Yeah. So the data collection exercise is still ongoing.
Okay.
And we are doing Zone 4.
The data collection, if a member comes in, what are some of the documents that they need to provide?
Okay, so first of all, if an agent approaches you, the first thing you have to do is to ask of an ID card.
Okay.
So with this ID card, it has the agent's details. These details, there's even a QR code on it that when a member scans it, you are able to know or verify if the agent is coming from GESOPS. Okay. So the agents are people you know in your various districts. Okay. Some are your ICT coordinators, some are your ICT officers who are in the district offices. They are doing this project on our behalf. In terms of Zone 4, we have the Bono East and the Northeast region. Okay. So these are the regions that we are collating their data now. Okay. And this project is termed to, it began in February 10 and is ending in April 10, 2025. Okay. So when the agents approach you, you've done the first check, which is the valid ID from GESOPS that the agent is having. Then you, as a member, there are certain things that you need to bring or come along when you visit the agent or when the agent comes to your school. Okay. First of all, you need your Ghana card. Please, we are not taking photocopies of the Ghana card. We need the physical card because the agent is going to take a picture of it. And they are trained in such a way that they are not supposed to take pictures of a photocopied Ghana card. Also, you have to list your beneficiaries. Even if you have 20 beneficiaries, ensure that when you do the percentage allocation, it should sum up to 100%. Then also, we have the date of birth of the beneficiaries. So we are pleading with members. Don't just list their names and see the agents. Just ensure that you get their correct names. Some people, funny enough, some people even come and visit the agents with the birth set of their children. They don't want to make any errors. So ensure that when you go to the agent, you give them the right data so they can input it and you can have access to it. So Adam, let's see the next program that is coming up.
Okay, so with the next program is the virtual training, and that is for former CCT Ghana, which is now the pre-tag. And then with that, it's going to be for executives and members. So we have the training session for executives that is going to be different from the training that is going to be had for members. So for both, it's going to be on the April 9th to the 10th of April 2025. For the executives, it's on the 9th, and then for the members, it's on the 10th. So if you get a chance to get the link, or the link is shared in your various platforms, you can as well tap on the link, join the training session to also understand what goes into your tier 2. And again, for members, if you join and you have any questions whatsoever, that is also an opportunity for you to ask all your questions. All your questions, if it's contributions, if it's suggestions, if you think there's something that the board can do differently, you can as well share it with us, and then it will be drafted in our reports, sent to the board, and if there's any changes, it will be shared with members for members to have access to that. And again, for the next member engagement that is going to be held, it's going to be held in the Western and the Western North regions. Again, the next member engagement, what transpired in the Northeast and the Savannah regions, we are going to have that again. And this time, it's going to be in the Western and Western North regions of Ghana. And it's going to be on the 5th of May, 2025. So we are going to come again to the various districts, all the districts in the Western region. We are going to be there with the team and then get the opportunity to as well train members as to what goes into their tier 2. With regards to that, again, with the link that has been shared, if you have access to the link or you've already joined us or you're now joining us, we would also advise that you would share the link to your various colleagues and teachers so that they can use this opportunity as well to also ask their questions. On the comment section, you can just tap in the comment section, ask every question that you'd want. Again, we are going to read it out, and then we are going to make sure that all your questions, all your issues are duly addressed. The next exercise, which has not yet started, but once the board gives approval to it, we are going to make sure that members are duly communicated to, and it's going to make sure that it's going to be rolled out. And for that is the mop-up exercise. So somebody asked me, what is the mop-up exercise? With the data collection exercise, members who have not or who were not able to nominate their beneficiaries with the data agents or data collection agents can do so again when the mop-up exercise begins. So then they are going to come to your various schools. That is the data collection agents. Again, the data collection agents. They are going to come to your various schools, and if you do not get the opportunity to nominate your beneficiaries during the first engagement, once they come again, you can use that opportunity to nominate your beneficiaries with them. A date now has not yet been put across, but once a date is put across, we are going to make sure that members are duly informed so that they can have the opportunity to nominate their beneficiaries. So with some of the engagements, again, that is the virtual training. That is what is going to be done, and it's going to be done for CCT executives and CCT members, formerly known as CCT, now pre-tag. The Zone 4 data collection, which is currently ongoing, and it's going to start, or it has already started, which is on the February 10th, and is going to end on April 10th, 2025. And it's currently in the Bono, the Northeast, and the Bono East regions of Ghana. And the next member engagement exercise, again, is going to be in the Western and the Western North, which is going to start on the 5th of May, 2025. And the last is the mop-up exercise, And again, like I said, a date has not yet been rolled out. Once the date is rolled out, if you are a member and you've not nominated your beneficiaries through the data collection agents, you can as well do so once the dates have been duly communicated to all members.
Okay, so with the data collection exercise, we mentioned that the regions were divided into zones. We have the zone 1, the zone 2, and the zone 4.
Yes.
So when you are to follow, you see that we visited all the regions with the exception of Greater Accra region. So with Greater Accra region, the board is giving us clear guidelines, and very soon we are going to come out with the agents, and they are going to visit your various schools to assist you do the beneficiary updates. But in the interim, if you want to update your beneficiaries or all other regions that have already been visited and you want to update your beneficiaries, kindly contact us on our WhatsApp platform, our email. We are going to help you or send you the form that you can update your beneficiaries, and your beneficiaries will be updated on your behalf. So you can be able to have access to it when you log on onto the members portal or the USSD platform. So I mentioned members portal and USSD.
Yes.
So these are self-service platforms that GESOP has introduced. So for members to be able to access their statements and even submit their claims, they have the opportunity to either use the USSD or the online portal.
Okay.
So with the USSD, it's a short code.
Can we, as a member, you talked about the fact that you can be able to send your claim through the USSD. Can I do so using the USSD?
Yes, so I mentioned that the USSD is a short code.
Yes.
So short code, you can use it for claim submission. Okay. So with the online portal, that is when you can submit your claim there when you go on retirement. So with the USSD, to have access to this platform, we have to have your phone number in our system, which every phone number is tied to a particular staff ID. So your colleague cannot go and dial your staff ID on the phone and have access to your account. Your colleague will be informed to use the phone number with the ending with these 3 numbers. So they will see it on their phone. So automatically they can't do the registration for you. But if you as an individual, you have changed your phone number, all you have to do is to contact the GESOPS office. We will assist you do the phone number update. Then you dial the star code, the *365*65#. So when you dial the code, you select, you'll be given the message, welcome to GESOPS. Then you will be asked to enter your staff ID. When you enter the staff ID, you will be told to enter option 1 to create an account. So you enter the 1 to register. You'll be given the opportunity to enter your staff ID again. Then you create a PIN, that's the 4-digit PIN. When you enter it, it gives you feedback, registration successful. So it's an easy platform. You don't need internet to do that. So just dial the code, follow the process or follow the prompt that comes, the instructions that come. You can be able to register successful. Okay. So I think Adam will take us through how to register on the CRM.
Okay. So Alice talked about the fact that you don't need internet for the short code. But with the CRM, you need an internet to do so. And when I mean an internet, first off, you should have a smartphone. And then you put in our website address, which is www.gespensions.com.gh. And again, the website address is www.gespensions.com.gh. Once you do so, it takes you to our website. So once you go to our website, on the top right corner, you are going to see member login. You tap on the member login, you are going to see staff ID, password. And if it's your very first time of logging in, you would see create one below. You tap on create one, and then you follow the prompt. The prompt has to do with your staff ID and your SNIT number. You input that, and then voila, every information we have of you as a member will appear. Then you can complete the process. You click on check statement, and you can have access to your statement. The difference between the short code and the online portal is the short code gives you a total view of what goes into your statement. But with the CRM, it gives you a breakdown as to what constitutes your statement. So let's say if Alice here is receiving 1,000 cedis, and we talked about 5% of her basic salary, which is her tier 2, managed by GESOPS, she's going to see the 5% that has been deducted from her basic salary there on her statement. The breakdown would be seen, as well as you're also going to see the valuation gains, meaning every investment that is being done on behalf of all members. That is the profit that has been accumulated on member funds. Once she sees that you add everything up there, you are going to see the total fund value. So the total fund value constitutes all the contributions that has been made for a member. So you are going to see the various breakdowns as well once you use the CRM. And then once you use the short code, you can as well see the total contributions. Somebody again will ask me that if I do the short code, Alice, can I have access to also register on the online portal? Is that possible?
Yes, so with the USSD and the CRM system, we've synchronized our information in such a way that when you register on one, you partially register on the other. So if you register on the USSD and you go on the members portal, when you enter the www.gespensions.com.gh, you click on the member login. There is another option there that states that if you use the USSD to register, click here. So when you click on that link, you'll be taken to a page where you enter your staff ID and the PIN you selected on the USSD. When you enter that PIN, you'll be given the opportunity to create a password. So you see the USSD is 4 digits PIN, just like your Momo PIN. On the online portal, you need to create a password, a mixture of numbers, special character, and uppercase. So you put all those things together. Then you enter your active email address. I'm pleading with members, please, when you go on the online portal and you are creating the account, so Adam took you through how to register, how to check your statement on the platform. It's the same way on that same dashboard. You can submit a claim there.
That's good.
So please, members, if member goes on retirement and the claim form is, the member has completed the claim form, don't stress yourself to locate an office to send the forms to us. Just upload it on the portal. Let the person sign on to the members portal in your office. Then, or even on your phone, you scan the documents. You ensure that the documents are very clear enough. Then we can now upload it on the portal. There are other options there are other fields that you enter. That's the claim form, the ID card, and the SNIT statement. You put all those attachments there, you submit as it gets to GESOPS, we submit it, goes to the administrator, then payment is done on your behalf.
Okay.
So aside all this presentation, there were some people who helped us to be able to have this successful program.
Okay.
And we cannot leave here by not thanking them for giving us the opportunity. So first of all, the thanks goes to the GES, that's the Ghana Education Service and its directors. They gave us the opportunity. From the head office, we were given the opportunity to contact the regional directors, which we want to say thank you to them. Then we contact the district directors through to the training officers, and we were able to have a successful program. So we want to thank them very much. Also, the union executives who were involved in this training, we want to thank you very much. And also, we mentioned fund managers and all that. So fund administrators, which is Glyco Pensions, we want to thank them for assisting in the engagement. And aside all of them, those that we want to say a big thank you and are equal to is the members who took time off their busy schedules to come to the training centers to have the program done. All we want to say is we thank you and are equal to all of you. So we meet again next month. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you very much. Bye.